All right, we live. What's going on, people? What's going on? It's Chris here, Better Investing. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Today's December 23rd, 2025. Tomorrow is a half day, so keep that in mind for you zero DTE players out there. I gave up on my zero DTA trading. I'm all stocks only. We can talk about the market real fast. For me today, not didn't get much traction on a lot of things, man. I just left and did my holiday shopping. The one thing that I did trade it, it worked out in my favor. Looks like it kind of wicked off too. I was able to kind of take this short on uh, excuse me. I took this short on Robinhood. I was kind of looking at this like little bear flag right here, and it gapped down. And I'm not gonna lie, I do struggle with like gap up and gap downs, like how to get an entry. But I was able to get an entry on here. If you look at the where we at, go back. Let's do this. Let's take this. Let's take all this stuff off so you can see it more cleanly. More cleanly. Let's go back here. I was able to get a tight entry up here earlier in the morning near these moving averages. And I didn't get much. I only had 75 shares, but I was able to get in like right around here around 120. And I was risking like pretty much the high of the day, like where we opened up at. We got a nice move down. I did not pill all the way down at 116. I kind of pilled down into 117 or so. And I think that was because if you go back, where is it at? I think it was a few days ago. Yeah, it's like in these lows right here, from like the prior week. So once we got into this 117 pocket, I kind of just peeled it off. And that was a good trade for me. I did not take another trade until I tried to short Rigetti, and that didn't work. But it actually ended up going. I think I tried it um, as it broke low day, and it ended up popping back up. And I just covered. I just said, all right, enough with it. But it looks like it actually worked out. So something I probably need to review again. Um, all right, go back to the market. Let's just take a look at some things. I mean, I didn't know the market was up today. I was looking at the hourly charts before I hopped on here. I was like, okay, market kind of did its thing, early in the morning. So let's kind of take a look where we're at. So SPY finished up almost a 0.5%, nearing these previous highs, right? Nearing these previous all-time highs. It's funny because this kind of this move up kind of reminds me of like this Thanksgiving move before Christmas. I mean, this move before Thanksgiving. It kind of reminds me of that. I don't know why. Like we had this nasty flush. That was on a Wednesday, and this was on a Thursday. This is on a Thursday. We had that nasty flush, and then we just kind of recovered back to the highs, kind of like similar to here. So yeah, again, like I said, I'm not bullish, I'm not bearish. I'm just trying to interpret price action. Back above the 9 and the 20 and the 50. This doesn't look bad. It looks like we're probably a good chance we stay into this pocket. Probably. Um, I don't think I need to worry about those Friday lows right now. Probably stay into this pocket for a while um, until the new year. I mean, we got one trading day tomorrow, which is a half a day. Then we're closed on Thursday. Then we have Friday, and then you have the last week of the year, which looks like will be Monday the 29th. Then you got the 30th, then the 31st, right? And then I think the market's closed again on that maybe New Year's Eve. I'm not sure. All right, so got to take that with a grain of salt. Go here, look at QQQ real fast. QQQ, same thing, kind of finished up, um, about a 0.5% or so. Almost pretty much like almost an inside day, right? We did finish near the highs. We're not haven't taken out these all-time highs here. QQQ is kind of lagging this move up, and I wouldn't say that's a concern, but it's something to kind of just pay attention to. Like if this continues to lag and don't make all-time highs, and the market starts to roll and this starts to roll again, um, this would be mindful of that. I think the big winner here today was Nvidia. I don't know if they had news or something, but this right here kind of got above the 50-day moving average. right? I don't know how you slap this unless you just looked at this like, okay, we got an inside there and we're just breaking the highs. But it's a pretty big move on it today. Volume, underneath, it's average volume, but that's what you can kind of anticipate with holiday trading. So this micro strategy thing is not really doing too well right now. Kind of finished near these lows down here. Um, with the price action you got on Bitcoin, you gotta be mindful of what this could potentially do. I'm not too sure if you want to short all the way down here. I mean, if you get a break on 155.61, maybe you get like some, quick flush down. But I think I'd rather try to trade a little bit sideways before I think about trying to short this, or even trade it honestly. I don't know. I mean, I know some folks are in it, but it's just in a complete downtrend. Um, Keep it going. I did see this FSLR move. That's just fucking nasty. Let's see how it closed. Uh, okay, it kind of did wick off of this trend line. I hope it did not. That trend line was not valid. Kind of wicked off the 20 EMA. But that was just nasty, right? To have this breakout candle and then this kind of fade the following day, I was like, wow, that was dirty. And I think you've seen that across the board with a couple of them, like CSIQ, right? This had a nice little breakout yesterday, right? Broke out, faded that entire move. That's the type of trade, like that's the type of chart. Like when you see that, like people just like, I'm not touching that. I just seen how they burn some people. Like I don't know if I want to get involved with that, but maybe you can get a washout and get a better entry. Um, at this point, I don't even think I need to keep these trend lines. I'll look at this a little bit later. Um, let's go back up. I'm not going to be here for a long time. I had to get my shopping done, and I'm about to go wrap some gifts. So, Bitcoin, Buckcoin, still kind of struggling here, man. It's not doing well. Moving averages are trending down. I mean, really, like the level, I would say would be this higher low pivot, lower high pivot right here on like 94.5. You probably want to see it kind of reclaim that before it breaks 80. I think So let's see what happens. Does it break 80 or does it break 94.5? Right now, it's just hasn't really been performing well. Outside of that, I mean, I did not have a lot on my watch list, honestly. Probably can clear a lot of this up. You had this FJ. This thing got fucking slammed today. Um, that was pretty nasty. Literally the whole day. But yeah, I don't know. Like everything's kind of like I don't really have anything I'm really tracking, for the most part. We're coming into the end of the year, so trying to keep that in mind. Not really trying to be too aggressive here. I'll day trade for sure, but like, again, I'm trying to get into the habits of. Okay, MS Moss, what you do today? I didn't even take a look at this. I'm still in this. I'm kind of upset that I didn't sell any calls or anything up here. I didn't do nothing. I just let it happen, and it literally just fucking melted. Looked like it kind of found some buyers at the 50-day moving average. I don't know if there were any news or anything. So, but yeah, like I said, like going into New Year, like one of my plans is to really kind of get more active into swing trading. I think it'll work good for me because I do trade off the technicals anyway, and the same entries and tactics that I use for day trading, I can use for swing trading, and I think it'll really be beneficial for me because like I'm coming up on my busy season, like at the beginning of next year. Where I'm not going to be able to like really monitor trades a lot. Like I'll be working two projects, so trying to keep that in mind. This is another one I thought that was a short. Not too sure how you would have grabbed this. Maybe through a rejection up here. I don't know, but I thought this was like a little bear flaggish. So, but yeah, again, I don't know if I have too much that I'm really interested in. Um, I mean, just looking at the stocks, I wouldn't mind taking Poa if it can tighten up a little bit. I want to see how this forms out. Um, APLD, nope. Irene, no, not really. I probably can get rid of this line. I'll keep that for now. GEV. No, this is just fucked up. Like I said, like you get trading this range for a while. Like I'm working on our fourth day, trading in this range. I don't know how. I don't know what you do with that at this point. CEG. Um, I don't like the daily on this, but the weekly doesn't look bad. But when I narrow down to the daily, it's just like I don't know. I can't really see how I would get an entry. And again, I get annoyed at these bars here, these aggressive sell bars up here at this top. There's been a lot of like this aggressive fucking selling in this. So, but yeah, man, I think that's really all I really have. I don't have anything really on my watch list um, that I'm really eyeing. I know the metals have been going fucking cuckoo. Um, all these metals have just been going crazy. They're working on potentially being possibly a short. Go take a look at GLD. GLD real fast. All right, gapped up again. So we're working on second gap. So one gap, two gaps, maybe another gap. I don't know. Um, but I don't want to step in front of a freight train. Silver, same thing, right? Just gapping. Is this a gap up? Yeah, this is gap, one gap, two gap, three gaps. If you get another gap on this, you might get a nice little short on this. I'll see. Uh, but yeah, I mean that's really it, honestly. I mean, yeah, markets near all time highs. Um, this RK, I mean this ASTS might be a hit. Um, on a pullback though. I don't want to buy it up here. I want to buy it on a pullback. Rocket Lab. People were talking shit about this yesterday. But people who bought it yesterday are now underwater. And well, now look, they're not underwater. Like they had some like insider seller news that came out yesterday, and it was down, and look, it just got brought up. So you gotta respect this. You gotta respect this chart, man. This is I wouldn't say the hottest chart, but I mean, the relative strength here is really amazing. RS rating of 99. Yeah, but again, man, tomorrow's a half a day. I'll probably check in, see what's going on in the market. I don't really have much that I'm really interested in right now. Um, no, I'll probably wait, see what Friday looks like. But Friday's probably a slow day as well. And really, let's just check back next week. We probably have that little Santa Claus rally, whatever you want to call it, or we might find some stocks that they're selling. Who knows? Um, this coin is beaten down. And it's still holding this gap. Like it's still holding this level right here. It's 231. That's the level to watch right there. It's just 231 on Coinbase. I don't really trade any of that shit. Has this AMTM got working yet? No. It's kind of putting in like I guess you call this a high type flag, but Kratos got this bear gap here, but I do kind of like how this is building out. Something I could potentially watch. Check out Joby. Yeah, this UMAC, man. Anytime this UMAC get going, it has about a 2-3 day burst, and then you can probably short it. Like where is it? Like you had this 1 day, 2 day, 3 day burst, and it pulls back. It's done this a lot. It'll go on like a little 3 day burst or so. I don't know if I was trading it back here. What was this? November? No, I didn't even know shit about this stock then. day, 2 day, 3 day, 3 day burst. Kind of just rolls over. Uh, are they getting out of airlines now? I know everyone was all hyped on this airline trade. Yeah, I don't really look at the trade airlines. Um, Damn, I think that's a double top short sale. And the high 116.32. See, those are the type of like looks I love. You can get a really like, oh damn, it just kept wicking over there the entire end of the day, just stopping people out. It's like nope, can't, nope, not letting you, nope. They just kept slamming it there. This is a clean trender today. Barely did any fucking volume though. All right. Let me check because I thought this was looking like a stage 4 back here. It hasn't broken these highs and closed above them. I don't know. I thought it was going to break down here. I thought I had a chance to break down into 200. And I traded it down into this area. I made some money on it, but I thought it was going to be a bigger move than it had earnings. Path, I own it, so I don't really care to trade it. Let's go look at it though. Yeah, just watching traders out. That's what I like to say. I'm not gonna lie. On the shit that I own, like when it be going up and I want to like still buy more, I love it when it just washes people out. Like yeah, keep washing them out so I can buy more. Because I don't trade it. I just try to accumulate some shares. Like I'm still in this RSKD. I'm probably about to get out of there. This thing has done absolutely nothing for me. It's still trading like near my cost basis, but like I don't know. I looked at this stock and I looked at what they did. I was like, okay, maybe this is a little AI slash play. Potentially a company that's probably nearing profitability. Nice amount of cash, very little debt. I'm gonna keep it, but like you see their net income, like they're getting there, they're getting really close. They're really close to maybe turning a profit, and it's cheap. All right, they're getting there. 178 million minus, right down to 34, 37 million. Might take a little while, but shit, man, if this thing does pop off, it might see its IPO price back here at $30 or so. The way this thing has been consolidating, it doesn't look like it's distribution anymore. I think this is accumulation. I talked about these monthly charts that looks like this. You'll get a breakout on these, and everyone will be on them. Be like that neglected stock that no one loved. Oh, all right, man. Yeah, not too much else for me to really go over, honestly. Um, I think that's really about it. What's Carvana doing? I know people are saying you can short Carvana. I don't think Carvana looks like a short. It doesn't look like a short to me. Looks like a hammer right off of a fucking episodic pivot. I mean, I don't know what their earnings look like, but this gap up right here, maybe if it loses that, But yeah. What else? I don't trade China, so let me go ahead and close this again. Oh, with the Intel though. No, I've been trying to keep eyes on this Intel. I really just can't lose this 3289. That's what I don't want to see it lose, but I want to see it kind of how it trades. Just want to keep that on watch. What's my HE doing? I still got HE shares too. I haven't done shit. I barely check it now. Just, oof. I don't know what this stock is gonna do. I might be bagged. I might be bagged on that. Oh, highest volume in 1 year. Oh, interesting. Now this crowd, I kind of think this looks like a Head and Shoulders. I kind of see this right here. I don't know. That's what it kind of looks like. But it'd be breaking down right into the 20, right into this bull gap too. So might be a buy. You know, it might be a better thing to kind of like people play this Head and Shoulders break, and then you buy it off of it on a fake breakout. Like that fake breakdown, and that can end up actually fueling it back higher. It's an interesting look. I'll say that. I only played Head and Shoulders a couple times. I think it was O'Reilly. I think I played. This is a while ago though. O'Reilly. This is probably like shit. 2022. I was looking at a Head and Shoulders on this. It's not even going. It's not even going back that far. What the fuck? Oh, wasn't there? Can't remember where. Maybe it's still in my Can I go to ideas? What settings? Oh. How do I find my ideals? Let's check. I'm trying to see if I can find the old shit that I had posted when I used to post in TradingView. What time is it? 5:13. All right, log out. All right, that's not it. I don't know what that's taking me to. All right, I don't know where to go. All right, what else is out here, people? Oh, ASML. What we got here? Hmm. I don't know. It's like it's about to break out, maybe. Someone told me that AVGO looked like a something similar to like the Chipotle. I didn't take a look at it. Let me see. Oh, it looks like I had a bear flag on it. No, I don't see this as a potential wedge pop because the 20's so far away. I think he's saying it was looking like CMG, but no, I don't think so. I'm still mad I didn't slap that. All right, let's go check out some of these food stocks, restaurants. Got McDonald's, Monster, nothing, Starbucks. And this stock has been like this, and Nike has been like two of the worst stocks that's out there. Shake Shack, Toast, this Wing, maybe rolling back over again. All right, Nike. Yeah, I think this is. I don't know what's up with Nike. They might need to fire everybody. Uber. Still got my shares in Uber. My cost base is like 63. I haven't added to it. I probably should. Oh, actually, it's not 62, 63 because I had sold the $100 calls in September and they had expired worthless. It was the first week of September I had sold those for. So my cost base is actually a little lower. Still in the Zim. They had some good news today or yesterday. See what happens with this. I bought it at 15, like right at or somewhere around here. I don't know if it was maybe this day or no. It was after the dude Z or whatever his name is talking about it. And I looked it up. The company actually does look good in terms of like financials. Um, looks like a headache. Yeah, man, that's really it. There isn't too much that I find too interesting right now. Um, yeah, I don't have a lot out there that I'm really too interested in. Again, like I'm not really a big bounce trader. That's probably what people are looking at, like some bounce trades. Um, damn, why did I delete all the fucking things I had? I had some fucking stocks on there. Oh, looking at this one. What did this do? Oh. I do want to keep an eye on it. I think this could be a potential episodic earnings surprise. Not too crazy. Um, what I did do was I had went to create a list from yesterday gap ups. Let's see how those did. So these are all the stocks that had gapped up yesterday, and most of them got fucking melted today. They all had gapped up yesterday though. I'm gonna do the same today. I'm gonna make another list of gap ups. Let's see what did well. I don't know. Is there a way I could? Let's do this. All right, come on. I want you to. There we go. But I want to see what had continuation. HYMC had continuation. UMAC. Anything on here that stands out that I'm aware of? SNDK. This doesn't look too bad. what's today? Let's go take a look at today's gap ups. Pre-market gap ups. We had 31 on the list, so let's do this. Let's take this list real fast. I might want to change this though to let's do 100 million, which is probably going to bring in a lot of bullshit, but we'll see. Take all these, and I'm going to add them to my 1223 gap up list, and I'll check them tomorrow. Create new list. Add them to that list. I don't really know a lot of these stuff. I know this HTML. Still have this earnings list that Chartmaster provided. SE, what's SE doing? This fell like 37 fucking percent. Oh, that's why I keep on the 50 and the 200. What is it called? SMA. Let's add this. Add this. No, can I just? That's the daily though. All right. I don't know what's up with this NXT. Like it just stopped fucking trading. Like how did it just die like this? I haven't seen it do something like this. Well, I guess it did it here. God damn. If I turn on like a Bollinger Band, I'm pretty sure this thing has to be like super tight. The compression here is crazy. Yeah, but yeah, man, not too much. I mean, again, tomorrow's a half a day. I don't think it's no serves a purpose to really be looking at much. I mean, are you really going to try to put on positions with what 3 hours, 4 hours in the market tomorrow? Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I want to. I'd rather wait, see what happens when we get Friday and into next week, and then we have a new year. But all right, folks, that's all for me today, man. Peace. God bless.